Scammers pretending to be victims. Sometimes criminals can even pretend to be your victim. To do this, something impolite. Of course, they won't be harmed since they've been extremely cautious about it. But they'll put on a performance worthy of an Oscar, moaning and screaming in pain or swearing that you've broken their expensive cell phone or watch or whatnot. And of course, they'll demand money for it. These scammers are so sneaky about it that you won't even understand that the accident wasn't your fault. The most important thing is to keep a cool head and suggest calling the police or 911 to sort everything out. Upon hearing these words, your victim will have a sudden change of heart and will probably make a swift escape. Sweetheart scam. People who tell you to be careful when using online dating sites and apps have plenty of reasons to be so skeptical. It usually happens like this. Somebody nice starts writing you on some dating site. The two of you really hit it off, and you chat non-stop. Everything seems peachy except for one thing. This person lives far away, and you just don't have any opportunity to meet up at the moment. After some time, your online love interest writes to you about some huge personal crisis that resulted in a terrible accident. It's usually something along the lines of a pet, relative, or this person themselves needs an extremely expensive life-saving operation, and they can't afford it. The scammer, of course, humbly promises to pay you back as soon as possible, so you're ready and willing to help them out financially. But as soon as you've transferred the money, your online sweetheart disappears, and you never hear from them again. You, unfortunately, have become victim of a scam. That's why you should be extremely cautious if somebody you don't really know that well and have never met in person asks you to send them money. GPS tracker on your car. Finally, the last, but certainly not least dangerous scam, is one that involves a new generation of GPS trackers that criminals attach to your car. At first, these trackers were used by the police, military, or special services with the aim of following criminals and terrorists. But nowadays, anybody can get their hands on one of these devices simply by purchasing one online. These GPS trackers are also called magnet trackers, since they stick to your car magnet. They attach themselves so easily that criminals can throw these things out their car window and onto your vehicle as they pass you on the highway. Some of them can even be shot from special cannons. Criminals can use these magno GPSs to stalk their ex-husband was planning to attack his ex-wife using the data he'd been collecting from the tracker that he'd secretly attached to her car. Luckily, the tracker was noticed by a mechanic when the woman was having her car serviced, and it was removed before anything bad happened to her. What's even scarier, these GPS trackers can inform criminals about your location even if you're in another country. So if you see a tracker on your car, be extremely cautious. If it's easy and really noticeable, someone has probably thrown it out their car window and is waiting for you to pull over and get out to take it off. And it's at this moment when the bad guy will try to attack and rob you. Or they might wait until you get home to figure out where you live. On the other
The new Bissell Crossway Pet Pro vacuums and washes at the same time.
Puppy, but they claimed that they were its only hope of rescue. Downing tools, they did everything they could to rescue the doggie in distress. However, when the creature's matted fur had been washed, they got an exceedingly cute surprise. What initially seemed to be a young dog was eventually transported to South Essex Wildlife Hospital, a registered animal charity in the English county of Essex near London. Sue Schwar founded the organization in 1995. In those early days, in fact, it became the first wildlife rescue center of its kind in the region. Today, meanwhile, it's a refuge for the care and rehabilitation of wildlife native to the area, including mammals, birds, and even reptiles. At first, Schwar ran the hospital from her home. However, due to demand, she had to find a bigger, more appropriate setting. As a result, the number of animals that she and the hospital can accommodate has risen to more than 200 at any one time. Now, veterinary staff are able to deal with each animal that comes through the hospital's doors. In fact, not a single one is denied treatment if it's needed. Indeed, a team of volunteers and professional vets work tirelessly to ensure that every critter receives the utmost care. What's more, the charity covers a large swath of southern England, including some parts of London, and people often find animals in the most extraordinary of locations throughout the region. One such discovery came in 2012. Intriguingly, this time it wasn't the most obvious place for a young animal to be hiding. That's because the discovery was made at Canary Wharf, a section of London dominated by
Oh. That's tough. That's tough.
So when construction workers build at sites in the locale, they rarely have to be mindful of disturbing animals. For example, on one day in spring of 2012, a group of builders were digging away at a site in the area without a second thought as to what they might discover. However, they then stumbled upon something strange. A worker had heard cries coming from a hole in the construction site, and upon further investigation, he spotted a lump at the bottom. Moreover, the builders soon realized that, alarmingly, the mound was moving. In fact, after a closer look, they could make out what they thought was the shape of a puppy. As a result, the team dropped their tools and hatched a plan to rescue the stricken animal. Plastic and mud caked the hole, so they needed to be careful if they were going to get the creature out unscathed. Furthermore, they had no idea how long the puppy had been down there. Time, then, was of the essence. Delicately, but as quickly as they could, the builders lifted the animal from the hole. When they got it onto solid ground, though, they couldn't tell what kind of creature they'd found. Yes, it was so coated in mud that all of its features had been obscured. Indeed, most of the mud had dried solid, with a thick, hard shell coating the poor animal's fur. As a result, the workers had no idea if it was in pain. All they knew was that it needed specialist care and quickly. That's when the builders transported the creature to South Essex Wildlife Hospital and, in fact, found a 4-month-old red fox. According to an estimate published by The Guardian in 2017, there are around 150,000 urban foxes living in the UK. Perhaps as a result, wildlife hospitals, such as the one in Essex, are used to dealing with the animals. And with such experience on offer, the little kid the construction workers had rescued was in the best possible hands. For duty vets at the hospital, scrubbed out in the bath. Soon his distinctive red fur was spotless once more, and the staff could then concentrate on getting him fighting fit. They also gave him a very appropriate name, Muzzy. Sue Schwar was just relieved that the animal had come to them when he had. According to his builder rescuers, Muzzy had no way of exiting the hole bloody. As a result, she credited them with saving the fox's young life. It would certainly have had a pretty awful death if it hadn't been found, she told the Daily Mail in 2012. It was very cold and in shock, but is fine now. We felt very sorry for him because he was completely caked and he was absolutely petrified. She added to the newspaper, the builders were doing some groundwork on the site and there were a couple of holes left open. None of us knew how long he'd been down in that hole. It could have been all weekend. And while the current whereabouts of Muzzy are unknown, hopefully he's learned from his brush with danger.